So what do you do? What does like the rest of your day look like and living life there?
Um, well, of course, sometimes weather turns really bad, so we have like 3, 4 days in a row with bad weather. We cannot go outside. Of course, we still have work in our lab, but there are also other activities. I mean, you would be a great guide to reach Antarctica because, as you're curious,
Yeah.
there are lots of people working there. I've been people that study marine mammals, so I help them go into these elephant seals colonies, or also go into the penguin colonies. Or I mean, there's sometimes we perform some exchanges between stations.
Okay.
So I will tell you this. So we were there once. It was the Korean anniversary of the creation of the station. So they invited people from all these stations around. And I was there, and I had, like, these moments. You have these kind of insights in your life that you're, wow, I'm really here. I was in the shore. There were some barbecues. I was speaking with Russians, Koreans, Chinese people. We were all drinking some we had some beers, or I can't remember which drink were having, but we were like, they have this kimchi. They call this a spicy sausage,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we were like there in the shore, an amazing day, whales in the cove, and we were eating meat, and they, I don't know why, they cut the meat with scissors. So we had some scissors cutting meat and putting them into the grill. And I was there, no, come on, I'm here. I'm sharing these experiences with people from all around the world in the same island. It's like mind blowing. And well, of course, there's the other side of being isolated when you are like really far away from your loved ones. Fortunately, the stations where I went most is, you have internet connection, but I was once in one that there's no internet connection, so I
Mhm.
was blanked for 3, 4 months. Um, and well, you get lonely in some aspects of your life, but I believe that if you turn that loneliness into an opportunity, you can get a lot of that. I mean, it's really interesting to talk with you, with yourself, and to be there with people that you have recently known.
Mhm.
And maybe you find yourself speaking of really important things of your life with someone you have met 10 days ago. It's like Antarctica is so intense in that kind of relationships. um, and of course, this time for to reflect, how to think of how society lives, how we are, uh, how we live in our cities, in our daily life. You can imagine that there in Antarctica, on the stations, there's no money, there's no currency. You don't use your wallet for 3, 4 months. So you want some cookies, you go to the building where the cookies are stored, and you ask for them. So, or people, I do not smoke, but people who smoke cigarettes are willing, and they run out of, and you have some. I always take some cigarettes, although I do not smoke, to exchange something. So I mean, you ran out of cigarettes. Yeah, here I have one. Give me those chocolates you brought, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like going back into, no, it's like a surrealistic situation. It's
Yeah.
like, well, for me that's amazing. All these personal evolution I reached going there is kind of one of the most important discoveries, because some people tell me, well, you have performed your PhD. I finished my PhD in the pandemic. Actually, it helped me a lot to get to sit and write in the computer. But when I realized, well, yeah, I reach a lot of insights into this Antarctic fish reproductive biology, but also it was I always say like a PhD in life. I mean, this scientific purpose put me into several situations and experiences that maybe I didn't express them on the scientific publications I published, but I have it inside me. I gain a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge from speaking with people, from speaking with me, and well, that's where what I mean. That's why where nature works, where nature is the most important information that I can receive when I kind of isolated from current societies, and that's kind of, well, I know if you have seen this Into the Wild, this movie where the guy that gets into the wild in Alaska in Fairbanks, where the magic bus is. I don't know if you've seen this.
I know there's a book on it and a movie, and I'm generally aware of the story. Yeah, without having learned about it.
Yeah. Well, I read this book there in Antarctica, so it was like, wow, everything.
That's surreal. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.